video, I'm going to describe the eliciting students' ideas practice in the context of the to reflect or not to reflect, that is the question data puzzle. So the goal of this practice is to bring out student ideas about an opening scenario, which could be an image, a video, or a demonstration that has similarities to the science investigation that's going to be presented in the data puzzle. So bringing out these student experiences, ideas, language, these can be used as resources to help students make sense of new and complex science phenomena. So again, we want to bring out student experiences, language, ideas, these resources that students come to our classrooms with early on in the data puzzle, so that the teacher, the facilitator, can bring them back to help the students make connections between what they've already know and what they've already experienced and this new and complex science phenomena that they'll engage with in the data puzzle. Want to really make a note of the fact that this is not included in the student worksheet, the opening scenario, this practice. Instead, teachers have facilitated this part using as a warm-up prompt that students might respond to in a science notebook. Through a think, pair, share, or other teachers have utilized whiteboards or butcher paper in small groups where students are jotting down their ideas, experiences about the opening scenario. So up to you to make that teaching move, however that suits you in your classroom best. For this data puzzle, the opening scenario is a video, and students will make note of what they notice and wonder about the video. In the video, a group of people hanging out at a park are approached by an ice cream truck, and this individual here is about to run to the ice cream truck, but he thinks about how the grass is cool and that pavement is so hot, and why are these two surfaces different temperatures on the same hot summer day? And does he want to run barefoot on the pavement? So students would watch this. Maybe they've had similar experiences that they're excited to share about experiences with ice cream or different colored surfaces and having different temperatures. So the purpose is to bring out these resources by watching this video. And asking students, why do they think the asphalt was so hot when the grass was so cold, and having students being prepared to share their thinking with the class. After students have the opportunity to share their responses to this question, we take them to a different scenario. But first, explain that the color of a surface matters, probably something that they are talking about in your classroom. And that some surfaces reflect sunlight better than others. Lighter color objects are more able to reflect energy from the sun, and darker color objects tend to absorb more of that solar energy. And so again, applying that thinking to a different scenario, we get this picture of some folks painting a roof white. Why might some cities be thinking about painting their rooftops white? Having another conversation there, again, thinking about color of surface and reflectivity versus absorption. Now, bringing those opening scenario videos and prompts and discussions about something students might be more familiar with to the Arctic. And Dr. Jen Kay, pictured here, studies the amount of sunlight that's reflected off the Earth's surface. She's an atmospheric scientist at the University of Colorado Boulder and uses satellite data to measure the amount of sunlight that's reflected off the Earth's surface. Jen's particularly interested in how the amount of sunlight is reflected from the Arctic and how that reflectivity might be changing in response to melting sea ice. And so it's through that lens that students are introduced to the featured science of this data puzzle, and then are encouraged to learn more about her research. Teachers now should distribute the student worksheet and engage student in reading that puzzle plot text to learn more about Jen's research.